opinions openly and honestly. Yeah, if we can get to a consensus in the end, if we do have any disagreements, and respectful behaviours, please. And respect confidentiality. So we're comfortable with those?
Yep.
Alright, so we've got a checklist here that we're going to go through first. Actually, I might just start with just a couple of notes on the video that I just watched of yourself and Kalinda with the assessment that you did. And I just wanted to say, just at the start, we're going through that first assessment when you were talking with her in activity 1. Just bring it up. Setting up the workspace. I do love that you've actually gone through with satisfactory and you've added in some comments here, needing a little help with ideal environment, but very confident at the work needed. I really did like that you added those extra examples in there for Kalinda, especially with the screen height, which is very important for the ergonomics, and also in the regards to that workplace environment, including the lighting and the temperature. I think it was great that Kalinda wasn't sure, but she felt quite comfortable with you to speak up and say she wasn't sure of what you were asking of her. And not only did you then actually give her a what, as in what that was referring to, you gave her a why. So I thought that was very well handled, and good to see that Kalinda felt comfortable to do that with you. And I think just overall, looking at that receive and reply email and going through your actual assessment pieces was very, very well done with Kalinda. So are you comfortable with that at the moment? And then we'll go through this checklist, or?
Yeah, sure. I also found that the changes that we made within the assessment made it flow a lot better as well.
Oh, excellent. And did you find that maybe you had to do some running changes during the course of that assessment? Any further changes had to be made, or?
No, with what we've changed and put together, because obviously you're pretty much doing the same thing twice. By cutting that down to 1, it made the assessment a lot easier to do, and for the candidate as well.
Yeah, excellent. And whilst this might have been suitable with the changes that you made at the start,
yeah,
maybe with a different candidate, you might have found that you had to make further changes depending on what their needs and requirements are. Yeah, so well done with that. So going through this validation checklist, clear decision-making criteria are provided as part of the assessment tool.
Yeah.
How did you feel you went with that? It was very comfortable and clear to Kalinda?
Very comfortable. She was very knowledgeable on all the things that she was doing, so it made it a very easy thing to do.
She was informed and knew exactly what the requirements were. And with the results for each of the assessment tasks, you did well. I can see you marked the S or NYS, so satisfactory, completed, all of those, and the result of the unit of competency, a C, is accurately recorded. And again, definitely appreciate the comments that you made in each of those sections, which is again further adding in examples of Kalinda's assessment work. The assessor used decision-making criteria to make the assessment decision, so that's further evidence in your comments of where you're coming to that assessment decision. Documented feedback is provided that justifies the assessment result.
Yes.
Yeah, so again, the tick boxes, yes, but that further documented feedback and comments was really good. I have to say also, when I was watching the video, even the way that you were positioned in the video with Kalinda, you were not just reading from a sheet, you were giving her eye contact, you were sort of facing her, so your positioning and inclusiveness with her was very well done. And again, the interaction just seemed very comfortable, a few little laughs there, and the fact that Kalinda asked those questions showed that whole assessment process was done in a very fair and comfortable way with Kalinda, so well done. Here is just any an appropriate action plan is document if applicable. So I'd say that's an NA.
Yeah, NA. No further training or anything needed.
All assessment documentation has been completed to show a clear, complete and accurate record of the assessment process and that of the results. So that's a definite yes. And the correct decision was reached, and I'd say yes. And my notes here too was, I think that the feedback that you gave to Kalinda at that final assessment feedback process was very good, and really well done on giving Kalinda the opportunity if she had any questions or wanted to further discuss her assessment results. So that was really well done as well. So yeah, well done, Sky.
Thank you.
Is that long?